Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where am I? Oh, I'm upside down. Hey! I knew it'd be feeling a little bit different if I came from below. What's going on up there? I mean, down there. No, what's going on down there? Wow. Listen to this. This is the color it was, and this is the color it is. Wait, where can I get this paint? This is the color on my paintbrush now. So I'm painting, and I had a little toke of weed, okay? I had a little toke of weed, and, well, not really weed. It was Mary Jane, the one I get in my fridge. You know, the one I buy at the grocery store? Yeah, the one that they give me 3.5 ounces at a time. 3.5, excuse me. They give you those grams there. I forget what the name of the word was, but anyways. So I went and I took one of my Seroquel, and everybody has to know that I go so fast inside. My spirit outruns my soul, and I can't catch up to it. That's why sometimes I need a speed, smoke a little weed, get into the other world, and catch up to the spirit. And I'm going, where are you going now, guys? Where are you going? Hold on, I'm catching up. You can't wait before I catch up. He says, yeah, you can catch up. Slow down. Follow us. Take one of us at a time. Not everything that comes into your mind. Wow. Then I took a puff of that breather, that aerosol breather, because for my asthma. And then I got a thought of thinking. I don't know who told me this yesterday. Was it Jen? Oh, by the way, got a new shirt on. I went to get blue. And I went into the cold. It said cold blue, cold blue, cold blue. And I'm thinking, wow, what do I do? You want to get cold blue, this is where you go. I put this in front of my nose and by my ears. Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel like I'm on cocaine or something. Catching up to my spirit. Wait a second, I did have a Mary Jane. It's the Mary Jane that really helps me out. It helps me to jog along my spirit, and my eyes are open like this. And I'm going with Mary Jane. But you want to hear what's funny? Now, these are things I shouldn't actually say. Something to do with the liberals of the PC campus, out of a piece that was done by George Carlin. And then George Carlin starts to talk about the sex organs and the way they combust air within their own, by putting something inside Venus, the way and it makes a combust air, and then it creeps out the side, in which you know that the way the air creeps out inside of a, I don't like to say the word inside of a fart, but it's the same way that I go up, there's a horn, there's a ram's horn, it's called the shofar, and you put it in the corner of your mouth, and you go, Tekiah, Shavurim, Tekiah, Turua, 1, 3, and 9 is what the Jews do when they blow it. And they have different songs that we sing, and I have the book of the Hebrews of what they sing out of the shofar on the holiday of the New Year, which is coming in the end of September next year, probably the 26th, and ending on the 4th. Usually ends, I think, was it 8 days or 10 days later? And there's something about the Jewish holidays, is they don't have it, I think it's Monday and Tuesday and Thursday, I think it is. And I think the other holiday, they don't have it Tuesday and Wednesday. Never. It's never Tuesday and Wednesday, one of the holidays, and it's never Tuesday and Thursday on the other holidays. I might not be exactly sure which one it is, but I'm 100% sure there's 2 days which they never have it since the beginning of time. I have to find those 2 days and understand. If it's Tuesday and Thursday, I understand for sure. It's all about that number 4. That's why if people don't know, you're talking about Snowden. Snowden? Who was Snowden? Snowden who told what? What, they were following us? Like we didn't know? We didn't know. You get onto Facebook, there's 500 people talking about how you're being followed over the last years that I'm on Facebook. Now because one gentleman comes out, he's a whistleblower? He ain't no whistleblower. This has been talked about for a while. They just brought him out for a reason. They just wanted to show you what they're going to be able to do to somebody, that if they do become whistleblowers, you understand? They're trying to scare the next one. But let me tell you one thing. How come they're not all over the internet? Everybody all over the internet is talking about whistleblowing. And never mind, it's all lost in translation. Why? Hold on a second, they're playing basketball, the ball went out of the court, I heard the whistle. Ball came in the court, I blew the whistle. It was another thing, I blew the whistle. No, wait a second. Skating down the ice and he makes a two-line pass and it goes behind the net and it's an icing, blow the whistle. The players aren't coming off the bench, blow the whistle. You get onto the football field, they call you to start, they wind up their hand like this and they blow the whistle. All the signs we get from sports before they blow the final whistle, before the siren goes, before the horn goes. But in baseball, the only real time they have a whistle is when there's an argument. They blow the whistle. I can see now. Do the umpires blow the whistle after the pitcher has thrown 9 pitches back and forth? Because they do have the pitchers who take a couple of practice pitches. When a pitcher comes in the middle of the inning, how many practice pitches is he allowed between him and the catcher? And then between him and the catcher, what happens to the pitches? The catcher takes the ball and throws all the way to second base. Then they throw it to first or whatever, and that's it. They call it around the horn. So what does around the horn in baseball mean now? We got to make a big thing on sports. Big thing. And there's been big changes in sports in the last couple of years. And more than the last couple of years. In fact, there's changes all the time. And you know what's freaky? They make the biggest and stupidest changes always at the top level. Because it's a code word. It's a code word. You can see behind me over here. It's very funny. Because I'm not sure what that is with those multicolored things. Right now they said something about Christianity. Something about Christianity. They were mad at Christianity for a stupid reason. But if you actually look at the name Christianity, okay, it's 3 and 8. It comes from creation heaven. It comes from the third rank, IRST. What comes together, I is 9 and R is 9. It comes 99. Creation, it means Jupiter has been created. Why? Because Jupiter is the 5th planet. And when you take Pluto and put it into Jupiter as the 5th planet and the 9th planet, you bring spirit. The letters are A, E, and I. You create human beings out of it. Jupiter, the spirit angel of man, because it's 99. To bring it to the 10 world from 99, you add 11. But it's not really 11. It's 1 and 1. And that's where your 11 comes from. Once you get 9, 9 and 9 actually makes 11. I just thought of it right now. That's where 9 and 9 comes from. Did you understand? The opposition of a 1 is a 9 in the 10-10 world. It's a 6 and a 6 in the 7 world, and it's a 13 and 1 when it's connected to the spirit matrix up in the other world. So you end up with 7, you end up with 10, and you end up with 14. Well, you actually add a 12 to it, which is the 12 moons, and one moon isn't real, and the moons that do go around are the moons of Mercury, and not the moon of Earth, the moon of Mars. I don't even think we ever see the moon of Earth, because the moon of Earth is right over here. It's the moon of, unless we carry this moon as knowing this is part of Venus. But I only see Venus as being this shape. This is the shape of Venus. We got 2 of them. We got one over here, and then down below, the girls have one near their, like around their waist, or just below the waist, but in between their legs. Don't forget, the sexual organ is not connected the same as your legs. You can pull off your legs and still have your sex organs. Those legs are plugged in on each side. You know what they call them? They say you're hip. Oh, yeah? I'm hip. One hip. What about if she was hip and she'd be Mrs. Hip? And if she was Mrs. Hip and I was able to see, she'd be Mrs. Hip, I'd be Mississippi. Mississippi. 9999 in Mississippi. I add my SSIPPI. I and I, P and P, 7 and 7, 9 and 9, 1 and 1. Because 1 and 1 with 99 go together. It's the II. Where do you get the II? The II is the H. Because it's connected together, both I's. How do you think the II's come together? You need a waistline. Here's your II's. This is your II. Your H is the other way now. Your II is, look at what happens. You see here they're standing as I and I, but this is the H. That's right. This is I and I. This is the H. This is the number, I think this is the number 5 spot. I don't remember what you call it. But when these connect together, if you split them apart, they become E and E. Do you know why? The only way they really come together, I'm going to show you how I think they come together. This is how they come together. The I, okay, is the 20th letter. I want to turn this over. The I is the 20th letter, okay? T, 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 and T. There's only one line that comes to here. Therefore, how are you calling the I letter? How do you call it? It becomes a T up here. The little, see the ball here? Everything gets connected to this ball. Now there's two pieces that go out this way. Okay, this piece, unless, not unless, I'm just saying exactly. Now your heaven becomes in between the two sides because all four of them connected. This is your I, this is your I, this creates your H. So when we're thinking that the I is not going the straight way, it's the H. The part of the H that makes the H is that little line in between. It shows minus and 1, but anyways, we'll leave it at that because it still sounds a little spooky in my head. Oh my God, I'm upside down. Why did someone tell me I'm upside down? I'm wearing the shirt of, this is, can I tell you something? Somebody gave me this shirt. Take away the ace, okay? It can say golden or the Golan Heights. Where are the Golan Heights? Olen the sheet, but this says Nibiru, and it's got wings, and I just got a shirt like that from nowhere, been sitting in the other room for probably a month right now. I happen to put it on right now. Do you see what happened to the market today? Went up 300 points. That's going to be the talk for the next 10 days. It's going to go up again. Then they're going to hit them one shot. Don't you know, if you make 20% in the stock market, and then it goes down 25%, you all say it doesn't matter. No, the market goes up 25%. But when it goes down 25%, you've taken a big loss. A big loss. 25% of 50 makes it 75. But 25% loss of 50 makes it 37.5. The difference between the two is double. Half of the maximum, but double of the minimum. Don't go into the markets. Anyways, we've done it now. Is this the blue stuff everybody was talking about? I still have to get the pink Himalayan salt. And now we still have to remember, we have the light blue flag, means white and blue have come together in the Quebec and in Israel. And when we have the red flag, okay, with white only, that'll show you pink. But if you add the blue to it, it means electronic right away. And a hard blue, which means the navy blue. And I just know that that's not good. Navy is the bad nav. It's the avenue. It's the northern avenue that somehow they manipulate, which is inside our minds. Let's go north. I've been north all my life. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. This is great stuff. Thank you for watching.